Multiple missing persons alert. Interpol yellow notice number 21-22733. And this is September 22nd, 2025. And I want to show you that dirt ball that was following me the other day. Okay, we were down several blocks at the Mina Bazaar. And he was on the corner across at the animal hospital. Next time I walk down there, okay, I will be, let me make sure this is recording. I will videotape the whole route. So, I told you about that big old 500-pound mow with the ice blue demon eyes. I'm in the auto shop in the Viva Coney Island, who he was, the people he is with, contracted as a Homeland operative and female role player that he is. Right here, folks. This is the place we're talking about. Right here. So, at that corner, before you get to, as you have to, after the post office, and you have to cross to get to this block, was where I stopped. And I just stood there, and I waited for him to get right about here and do one last turnaround like that, paranoid, make sure he's not being tailed and nobody sees where he's going. Well, and I was standing down there at the corner waving to him, and he did a double take. Okay, and this is that Al, that other Homeland contractor role player. Okay, this is where it is, corner of Central and Mandiaye. So, when I told you, so what I did was I went up that street and I came out through this, alley. Or, I'm sorry, the alley over there. I went around. Hello. And, no, I take that back. I did not. I came right up here. Okay, and when I got right up here, that dirtball loser was sitting right there on that bench between those flowers. Hi. You take a picture, it lasts longer. Okay, so the dirtball Homeland operative was sitting right there. Now, what he had did, he wouldn't turn and go up in there while I was tailing him hot on his heels. So he had to keep walking. And he was in front of me, okay, but I had waved, he thought I turned off. Here's the place I was talking about. That may or may not be an empty cover front. Easttown Apparel Sourcing. That's at 25530 Van Dyke Avenue. Okay. Remember what I said about those? Okay, so what he did, when he couldn't turn up into the auto shop because he saw me looking at him, waving at him, he had to keep walking. As soon as he got right here, he did this. And I watched him do this. Okay? And then, in all his fear and paranoia with me hot on his heels, okay, I'm assuming he ran, okay, and he had to hop this fence and walk around the corner of that alley there to that bench where he was sitting like a bitch when I got around, and I walked up and I confronted him. And as you can see, he had no choice but to hop the fence. The paranoid, coward bitch that he is. And that's why that guy over there at the auto shop was staring at me like he's all paranoid about me recording. They know who I am. They've been contracted as the CIA Homeland contracted operatives that they are. And they own that, and they own the Coney Island, and that's why I just told him take a picture. It'll last longer. Okay. Yeah, he's got to take a. They have a security crisis. That's for sure. So, I'm on my way across the street right now to the Total Wireless. Okay? And I'm going to get a new device. I'm going to get one today, and then I'm going to get one next week. If I can't afford to get them both today, I might just do that anyways, as not to wipe out the rest of my funds until the next month, another week or so. So, you know, I've been paying $82 for a second account I can't use anyway since March because these paranoid flies on shit who, after all these years, finally found a way to get through and to get into my devices. And it took them years. This is going to be the first, well, I bought a phone in 2022 from their Homeland contracted criminals, Frank and Nancy, at Metro PCS up at 10 Mile and Mandiaye. And they stole about $300 of my money on faulty products, including a faulty phone, which is the dummy device I'm using now. It's the only purpose that it's ever served, is a dummy external recording device to do this to America. And, but as far as an actual phone, new phone to use, this is the first new phone since 2021. And the other secondary device that I've not been able to use because they're so paranoid they keep the battery drained. That one is from 2018. And there's a reason for that. The reason is because the upgrades are not upgrades. They're a dumbing down. Okay? And the newer the shit is, the stupider and the less secure it gets. But I've already burned that out. They've found a way through it. And, okay, here we go. Just so the listening audience knows, this is where we are. We're at Total Wireless. Correction, that's not Viva Coney Island. It's Java Coney Island on Van Dyke in Centerline, Michigan, USA.